Hey Sag Seekers, welcome back to the Existential Shift for your coming month's Taroscope. Happy June, or happy whenever you're seeing this. Alright. What's going on for Sag? Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, other placements. 3 of Wands. Okay, so you know where you're aiming your arrow. Except that the arrow has a message tied to its leg. Like a message sent out. Is it a message to your higher self? Is it a message to someone in your life? But either way, it's about a clear direction of what it is that you want to do. And you know you can't do, it's something that you can't do on your own. It's something that you know. It's not like something I'm giving you as an advice. It's like, it's very clear. Okay, this is a path I need or want to take. And this is who I need to do it with, or what I need with me. And then there's the reach out for it. Reaching out to that person, to that whatever it is. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is interesting because this is the after tarot in the Rider for the Rider Waite, like a second after what happens in the Rider Waite card. So in the Rider Waite deck, the 9 of Pentacles, you see this lady, but she has a hawk on her arm. And in this deck, the hawk is not on her arm, but there's this one towards her direction. So I feel like this is a very specific offer for someone. What's mine can be yours. This is what I can give you. This is what I can do for you. But it's not really for her because she doesn't seem like she's in need. It's more like a complementary thing. What is this? Getting like a message in a bottle kind of thing. Show me more for Sagittarius for this coming month, please. Page of Swords, definitely a message, definitely a communication. A phone call, a letter, a text, a magician. Something that is, could be also verbal, but it's something that is really thought through in regards to how it is communicated. Like there's such emphasis on the wording, on the phrasing, like it needs to be perfect, it needs to be accurate, it needs to be just right. Like I'm getting that energy from someone. And it's something about, I think, creating something or doing something, cooperating on something creative potentially, on something a little bit out of the box. 7 of Swords. Speaking of out of the box, a little bit wise assy. I'm not saying it like in a bad way, but there's a little bit of There's a little bit of manipulation there. I liked the Three of Wands, Nine of Pentacles type of communication because it was more sincere, honest, and direct. Like, this is what it is. There you go. As opposed to like Page of Swords, Magician, Seven of Swords, which is still benefic. It's not necessarily negative, but okay. The guidance is, it doesn't have to be overly sophisticated, or like, just say it as it is with authenticity and sincerity, and that will do the trick. Like, there's no need of a trick. The well-intention, the positivity, the authenticity and sincerity will be what is needed. Okay, but I'm getting someone who's a little bit overcomplicating things. Because there's something that they want to achieve. There's a certain goal, but this earth energy doesn't like games or complication. It's just, say it as it is, you know? Too many cards, but the Ace of Swords was on top. Really emphasizing the need of being very honest and truthful and sharp with your message, and not like trying to go around or beat around the bush. There we go. Temperance and Nine of Cups. Just speak from the heart. Or maybe someone is coming towards you like that, you know? With it's the second 9. I keep getting that aspect of like a creative cooperation, for something almost alchemical and spiritual. It's like doing something very that nourishes both aspects of the potential cooperation. It could potentially be romantic, but in a very spiritual way. So that's probably part of the reason why the guidance is to just be honest and like in a simple way and not overcomplicated, because then it will take away from the purity of it. I'm not sure what it is that we're talking about, but it feels very sweet. Yeah, this is Ace of Cups and Four of Cups. Aw, so like someone is coming with a very real love offer or emotional expression, but it comes with insecurity and doubt. Like there's fear of rejection. Now here's the challenge with me talking with general readings to many people. There are those of you out there who wants to make an emotional, approach or to communicate something loving towards someone, and it could be totally received and be welcomed, but they're holding themselves back because of insecurity that isn't realistic. But then there could be someone else watching that is like a stalker that constantly tried and got 17,000 no's, and then might be like, oh, this is my confirmation to try and harass again. No. This is for those of you who either never communicated with that person, like it's a risk to take, or it's someone that you know, that you have a background with, but you know there's a possibility of cooperation. Okay, does that make sense? Great. 1 second. Yeah, there's a lot of like overthinking, and Two of Pentacles. Okay, I have to say this just to be sure, and this is for one specific person who knows who they are, and then I'll continue with the reading regularly. If there's someone out there that literally has a warrant of protection against them, aka you can't approach this person, or someone told them very specifically, do not ever approach me again, and you're considering of trying again, or traveling for them, or surprising them wherever they are, do not do that. Absolutely not. Now that that's been said, let's move on to the sane narratives, where most of you have something very sincere and sweet to offer someone, and I'm encouraging you to do so for my collective of Sag who are watching. All right. Show me a little bit more, please. This is actually a very good, sweet reading. Oh, a lot of cards. Whoa. We'll take them all. We'll take them all. We'll take them all. 1 second. So, things are getting interesting. Sometimes you just have to put people in their place just to protect yourself, just in case. And now that that's been done, someone might be feeling very disappointed, and that's okay. Bye. Now, as for the majority of normal humans who are watching me, I have 10 of Cups, the Chariot, 2 of Swords, and the King of Cups. Go for it. Do the gesture. Express your heart. Try. This feels really, really sweet. This feels really, really sweet. Someone is really scared of rejection. Has to do with their mother for some weird reason. I don't know how that insecurity comes from something about their connection with their mother. Maybe when they expressed their heart or their emotional states of mind to their parent, it wasn't received well, or maybe it was dismissed, or rejected or dismissed as not important or something. And since then, they're kind of projecting it onto, romantic relationships where they feel like if they can't express themselves because they have that fear of rejection or dismissal. It doesn't have to be something conscious, but it's definitely psychological. Two of Swords with King of Cups, definitely psychological. But the emotional, energetic love theme of this reading is very strong. And I do recommend to try and overcome this fear and express your heart. And let's go to the worst case scenario, that what you're scared of will happen, that it won't work, that it will fail, that you'll get a no, whatever it is that you fear, right? You know what you fear. Yes, it's a possibility, but the possibility of the success is worth it for the way it seems here. And the worst case actually leads to also healing, because even if you get a no, or even if this fails, you will be overcoming a fear and a mechanism that you have just by doing the deed of communicating how you feel. Just by doing so. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Does that make sense? Cancer energy is very strong here. Gemini energy is very strong here. Sagittarius energy is very strong here. I'm also getting someone who regrets saying no to someone or dismissing their love. And now they're considering of going towards them again and be like, I'm ready now, or I'm sorry, or I made a mistake, or something like that. And that requires some sort of movement, travel maybe. And I'm also getting that some of you are offering someone to go and travel somewhere together. Like go spend time somewhere. Could be a day, it could be a weekend, I'm not, whatever. It could be, taking someone with you to visit your family or something like that. Or even just camping in nature. But this is such a simple, sweet reading. And I'm sorry to have mixed a little bit of something that felt weird. I had to do that just in case someone out there would misunderstand this message, misinterpret this message. But there's like a message of peace and forgiveness and love. And it seems like the month is just surrounding that. And yes, overcoming triggers and fears and something from your subconscious that I think you're conscious of. I think it's a fear that you're familiar with a little bit. Like, I don't think I'm super surprising you. Anything else for Saggy? I have the table right here. Why can't it fall on the table? Yeah, I got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Someone might be really worried about being judged or misunderstood, or so just explain yourself slowly and and also this is an Aquarian energy added to the reading. So I have Sag, Aquarius, Cancer, and Gemini energies. I feel like someone's also like someone's definition of themselves is in their way. Like, I'm not the type of person that can do that, or I'm not the type of person that will do that, or this is not the sort of thing that can happen to someone like me. Like, I can't be, no way that I can have something like this. Like, there's no way that I'm either worthy of this or that I can have this. Like there's a negative self-talk, a little bit of insecurity. Listen, the reading is very clear when it comes to the guidance. Let's finish up. Anything else? And then I'll give you a message from the I Ching, and then I'll move on to the extended. Oh, you can look, of course. Duh. Yeah, I'm getting someone that would, in their past, would have like expressed themselves a lot with open heart, and many times it got like dismissed or mocked even, or really judged, and now they're just, yeah, they're just the thought of it makes them really, really worry. And this is your energy, by the way. 10 of Wands could be a Sag. Sun, moon, or rising, right? Aw, like you're carrying judgment and insecurity, and it's kind of sweet. It kind of makes me like I'm actually getting a masculine figure that is very, very sensitive, very loving. I have a very like an inner world of emotion and healing, but it's like they're masking it with like a very masculine, like tough guy facade. It's not a facade, it's a part of their energy, but like they're worried that they don't want to seem, weak, or they don't want to feel exposed, or seem weak. It's hard for them to accept help or healing themselves. So this could be someone trying to come to you with all that, with all that loving energy. And you're kind of, wait, no, how will it make me look? What will it mean? I'd rather take it all on myself. No, Sag. You're the number one respectful of freedom, right? So if someone willfully wants to give or help or be there, let them. Like, don't try to control their own will, right? Also, I'm getting someone traveling for family, either dinner or gathering, and it's getting a little bit like embarrassing because the communication starts to get personal, and something comes up, and someone says something, and people start arguing, at the table, and you're like, ugh, why did I do this? There's something for you in this. There's something for you to learn from this. So listen to the dynamics and what it reminds you of, and what you can potentially take from that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna keep this at the extent. I'm gonna take the two twos, two nines, the majors, of course. And we'll see what comes up. And then I'll do a new shuffle of a Celtic cross, and then we'll have messages from the runes. So we'll keep this up. We'll keep this going. And I want to finish up for you guys with messages from the I Ching that always seem to conclude the reading beautifully. So let's ask for my Sagittarian seekers, viewers. Message, guidance for this coming month for Sag. Number 40. Story time. Woo. 40 H. Deliverance. Deliverance. Above thunder, below water. Thunder above water, the rains come at last. The thunderstorm clears the air and refreshes the earth. So it is when troubled times end and deliverance is at hand. Release from pressure allows a return to everyday life with a renewed sense of gratitude. Attend to necessary affairs with all possible speed as good fortune approaches. Yeah, so this also tells us to clear out anything that needs to be cleared out to make room for a lot of benevolence energy. All right? Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I wanna... Hi. So, thank you for being around. Love you guys mucho. Watch your other placements. In the box, in the information box below, lots of fun stuff are extended. Also, there's the yearly extended. There are buy all options for those of you who want to watch several placements. And basically everything you need to know is below. Okay, guys, I love you. Thank you for being around and have a wonderful month.